Okay, so here's how to do the evil eye craft that you can do with your family. It has images on both sides, so it also has the little hooks on it, or a ribbon and a hook. It's up to you which way you want to do it. Okay, let's get started. First, we're going to need a paper plate. I'm using styrofoam because it just worked out for me. And then I'm taking this milk can that actually has a little edge on it, and I'm using that for my stencil so I can make a stencil without having to draw. This is also why I'm using a styrofoam plate. So you just press it down like that, and then you'll be able to cut around and make yourself some nice little circles like I did here. Then we're going to need some blue paper. Blue is the most common for the evil eye, so we're using that. And a large or jumbo large circular punch, craft punch, okay? And then you'll be able to, just something a little bit smaller than whatever circle you make with your paper plate. Just like this. Okay. Then you're going to need a Sharpie pen. The reason why I'm using this is because we need to make some dots for the black center, and I'm using label sticker, so I don't have to glue them since they're so small. I don't want to have to try to use craft glue on something really small. So I'm using a label and this little hole punch, and just coloring the label black with a Sharpie marker. And then they come out like this. And there you go. Works great. And this is the craft tape that I'm using. It is double-sided plus extra strong tape, and I really like it. It works really, really well for this craft. And then you'll need some ribbon or something if you want to make them hanging, which I recommend. So you can use, you know, basic string, ribbon, or these little hooks, Christmas tree hooks, just whatever you want to use that can help your evil eyes be able to hang when you're ready to decorate your home with them. Okay, so let's start with this plate, the styrofoam plate. We'll take that edge and we'll put it right as far out as we can and still get a flat circle, and press all the way around. And we have a stencil. And we'll do that again. And we'll go ahead and do it 3 times because that way we can just make more and more and more. And then you go ahead and cut them out. You need 2 per eye. Then you'll take your blue paper and your craft punch, and you'll just go ahead and punch out some circles. You'll need at least 2 per eye. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I do this label. I just go ahead and color it with the Sharpie as dark as I can. My marker was kind of running out of ink a little bit. But you know, if you just go over it a couple times, it should be good. And then you lift it. I go ahead and lift it off the protective backing and punch them out then, because I don't want to have to try to peel that backing off of the punched out little itty bitty circle. I just think it would be really difficult to try to do that. But instead, I had difficulty getting it out of my hole punch. As you can see, I had to look for a bobby pin and try to get it out because it was sticky on one side since it didn't have that protective backing. It made it really hard to get it out of that hole punch, but eventually I got it. And there we go. And then go ahead and do the other one. This one came out a lot easier for me. Okay. I'm not real happy about that. It didn't get right in the center. So I go ahead here and I turn it over and I put a different one on there. And here we go. I've got some backing that I have to peel off and try to make it more in the center. And there we go. That looks a lot better. Okay, now we have to get these put together. So first thing, we're going to put together the white circles. So you want to like try them out first and see which way they fit together the flattest. And then those are the sides you're going to add your double-sided tape to. And I just put 3 across the center and then 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom. And then 1 on the bottom and 1 on the top. And where it's hanging over the edge, I just fold it back onto the inside. And then I repeat that for the other circle. Doing it on both circles will make it stronger and more durable. Okay, now don't put them together yet. Remember, we got to make our ribbon. And this one's kind of long for me, so I go ahead and cut it in half. I go ahead and tie a knot close to the bottom. As you can see, there we go. And I repeat that so we have 2 of them, but we only need 1 for this one. So you just go ahead and put it there towards the top. Save the other one for the next one. And put them together, sandwich them together. And there you go. You've got the eyeball and you've got a nice ribbon in there so you can hang it wherever you want to throughout your home or wherever. Now, do not put the glue on the eyeball, okay? Because it's just really hard to be able to tell where you're putting it or how much you need. It's better to glue the inside of the blue circle. It just gives you more control and nothing will be like exposed once it's all put together. So, now 2 swipes is fine. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now, lining it up, this is how I did it. I basically took and held the circle, and then I measured my fingers from the outside and tried to fit it centered that way. You know, try to make it the same distance on both sides. And that worked out pretty good. And I did the same over here. Just eyeballed it really quick to make sure that it was kind of the same everywhere. And there you go. There's your evil eye. You can take and put a hook in it if you want to, or just use the ribbon, or just a hook, however you wanted to do it. And now it's ready for your home. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to watch the rest of this series. Click on any of these videos above. Also, subscribe. Become part of the community here at Magic Academy on YouTube. And you can check me out on my social media links found in the description below. Also, you can shop with me on Pinterest. Happy Samhain. Happy Witches New Year. Blessed be.